Hey everybody, this is Adam Bomb with Adam Bomb Breaks, and it is time to review another set. 2023 Topps Archives came out yesterday, and it's time to review the three formats they gave us. One new format to look at this year. Let's check it out. Let's go. I kind of like it this year. We'll give it a good go through and let you guys make your decision too. Topps Archives. What's in it? What we can expect from each box? How much did they produce? How rare are the base cards? Hit odds, auto odds, all that good stuff. What are the options? So you can get that normal hobby box. It's 8 cards per pack, 24 packs per box, 10 boxes per case, and you're going to get 2 guaranteed on-card autos. There's a hobby tin, which is new. It's basically a lunchbox. So you're going to get a lunchbox, and inside that lunchbox is going to be 10 packs, 8 cards per pack, and they're 10 boxes per case. One on-card auto, commemorative 10, like I mentioned, and you're going to get a postcard, and there's 30 of those different ones, basically one for each team. So, basically, the hobby packs in this, if you look at the odds, are very similar to the hobby packs that are in the normal hobby box. Truthfully, not much difference. There are some, but not much. Blaster boxes, 8 cards per pack, 7 cards per box, 40 boxes per case, and these are going to have 3 exclusive foil cards. So if you're hunting for a rainbow, you're going to need to open these to get those rainbow cards. All right, let's look at the base cards. There's 300 base cards. There's going to be 3 different designs as normal. This year it's 56, 65, and 2003, 100 cards each. There's also foil parallels. I say foil parallels because they're all foil cards, no chromium. In the base set. So there's going to be rainbow to 199, green to 99, aqua sparkle to 75, red hot to 50, blue and orange are only the hobby, ones to 25, ones to 15, and the foil fractor. No super fractors here. They are foil fractors. Base and image variation. There's 13 of them, and it kind of goes across all 3 designs. I think it's like 4, 4, and 5 out of the cards that are listed in the checklist. And then these are just some pictures of the base cards, but you also have variations for each one of the sets. 56 is going to be a white back variation instead of like the old school bubblegummy look on the back. It's going to be a straight white back. Inverted variation is like on that Corbin Carroll. The front of it would be a mirror, so everything would be reversed there. And then the first year foil variations on the 2003. That is just where they're going to foil them, and they're going to look a little different there. All right, let's look at the inserts. They have a lot of inserts in here, always do. There's 9 insert sets, 1 retail, 2 SPs. The rest are all just kind of base. Yeah, Baby Boomers, Topps Season's Best, and double headers. Double headers is where you have one picture on one side of one dude and another side, like Tom Glavine and Greg Maddux, something like that. As you can see, all the parallels are basically the same, and they all have 25 in each. Nothing to see here. This is the cool one. I really like this comics card. Everybody's calling it Inside Baseball, but it's the comics card. There's 15 of them, 1979 design. There's 1957 hit stars. You'll see those also, maybe 1 or so per box of hobby. 1954 Tarzan 3D. So there's 20 of those, and you're getting about 3 to 4 of those per hobby box. And that's the only place to find those 3D cards. You also get a set of 3D glasses. Hobby Masters, there's 20 of those. These are more short printed. They're only going to be numbered to 23. So if you get a Hobby Masters, you're happy. Team History Image Variation, there's 60 of those. All are numbered to 69 because it's 1969 design. There's also 1969 single player foil. There's sky blue variations of that. And those can only be found in blasters. There's 60 people in that set. Let's look at the autos. Autos, of course, always the fan favorites. 62 of those, 9 different year design, 9 different years of designs, tons of designs there. Green, gold, blue, red foil fractor. Fan favorites, there's premium, 34 of those are all going to be numbered to 50 or less, and they do have a variation of foil fractors. 1957 hit stars. There's 12 of these, gold, blue, red foil fractor. There's those are pretty cool. I've seen one pulled. Baby boomers is what I've seen a lot pulled though. 1988, there's 19 of those, gold, blue, red foil fractor. There's also this single player foil rainbow auto. There's 24 subjects in that, and they're in blasters only. So that single player foil, if you see that, it's going to be in blasters. So there is some appeal to blasters from stuff that you can't hit in your normal stuff. 1969 team history, image variation autos. There's 6 of those, and they're all numbered to 20. Doubleheader dual autos. There's 8 of those, all are numbered. We just don't know what they're numbered to. Gold, blue, red, and foil fractor. Hobby Masters, 8 of those, all numbered to 23. The Astros buyback, this does include the Dusty Baker, which they kind of list him different in the odds, which is strange, but they're all numbered to 22, and because 2022 is when they won, and there's 12 of those in that set. The buybacks, these are really cool, really tough pulls, are all numbered to 10. There's 7 of those, but that's all you're going to find in here. So inserts and autos, no auto relics. You can always go to tops.com if you really want to check out all of the odds. They have them there. As you can see, there's 2 different value packs or blasters. One is going to be the one that you're going to pull at Walmart or Target. That's what you're going to find there. That's the EA. The SE, the special edition, those are the ones that you can buy off tops.com. They do have different SKUs. As you can see there should be 1503 and 1506. Anyways, production. What you really want to know. How much of this did they produce? So, we do all the math for you, and here are the numbers. Archives hobby boxes, or hobby packs. Let's talk about packs. Almost 300,000 of them. Boxes, almost 38,500. Well, the reason I put the asterisk there is because it's impossible to differentiate if these hobby packs are going into a hobby box or whether they're going into a tin. Once again, the odds are very, very similar. There is some subtle differences, but in general, they're pretty much the same. It makes it hard to figure out what the actual production of the boxes is, but we're just going to assume, for historical sake, because we didn't have these, that they're all in the hobby boxes, and so now we have a box and a case number. Blaster boxes, there's a lot of them. You can look there at the packs and you go, oh man, there's 1.2 million packs. Well, there's a lot of boxes. There's 176,000 boxes produced. But here's the interesting thing. It's about the cases. I think that's what they're looking at when they look at these production of blasters. The cases aren't too far off from what you're going to see the hobby at. So yeah, it's a lot of packs, a lot of cards, but in general, we're good there. Comparing the cost past releases, production runs. So once again, we use the asterisk there, but you can see that it's a huge uptick from 2022. 2021 was pretty much flat, and 2020 and 2019 were flat, but there was a jump from 20 to 21. That's your COVID jump. But 2023, that jump is basically because of these hobby tins. They're having to put those hobby tins. They didn't want to reduce the number of hobby boxes, so they just added on some tins. I'm pretty sure that's kind of how it worked. I'm assuming the hobby production in general is the hobby box production is going to be lower than what it was last year. But there's really no way to tell because of those hobby tins. All right. Across other releases, we're just going to take that number, and I'm going to not put the case number in there. I guess I could, because the way I did it, it'd be 3,800 cases because it's 10 box cases. But you can see, truthfully, Archives people think it's a overproduced, blah, blah, blah. If you look at it, it's not much produced. Now, if you're looking, that's just at hobby. If you take into consideration all of the blaster, yeah, it's going to bump it up quite a bit. Is it going to bump it up to the amount of Heritage? No, because Heritage has the same amount. Same thing with Update and Chrome. You can see there that they also have blasters, but this is just hobby production. So it's interesting to note that Archives isn't made of much. And when you look at the hobby boxes, the price never changes. It never goes down, usually never goes up. It just stays the same. All right, so let's look at the hit odds now. What are we really wanting? This is the numbered parallels, the numbered autos, the rookies, the short prints. Actually, this does include just the normal autos too. So anything that you want out of this, case hits, those type things. So out of a hobby box, each pack is going to have a 24% chance of getting a hit. Out of a box, you're looking almost 6. So basically 5, and then you have a 75% chance to get a 6th hit. So you're going to have your 2 autos. I'm seeing about 3 numbered cards. So you're usually going to get 1 other card. One of the image variations is what I've been seeing. The thing is unless it's that reverse image variation, I think a lot of people are missing it because I've watched a lot of boxes and they're only getting 5. Sometimes that's 6, but there's a 75% chance of 6. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I think we're just missing them. Blaster, a little bit different. Pack odds 14% per box is 1. You're going to get 1 hit per box, and you're going to see most of the time it's not an auto. It's going to be a numbered card or some sort of parallel. Hobby tins, kind of on the same order as a hobby box. The packs are a little up. They did load them a little bit more, it looks like. That's why I said, you know, the odds are pretty much the same, but they're not. You're getting a little bit more, especially like with the autos and stuff. You have a little better chance in those. Box odds 3.7, so you're getting your 1 auto and then 2.5, basically the same as the hobby. 2 and 75% chance of getting a 3rd. So not too shabby on the hobby tins. I probably won't do them much in breaks because I don't want to ship the lunch boxes. All right, auto odds. This is more important for some people. So auto odds is 2, of course. We're expecting the 2. Non-base is a 70% chance of one of those not being a base auto. Numbered. That'd be sweet, right? When you look at a blaster, ooh, it gets rough. 15% chance of getting an auto in a blaster, which actually isn't awful when you think about it. But that means that you're going to have to open, 6 or so of those before you're going to get an auto, 5 or 6. I see 6. No, 7. Sorry, 7. 7 of those, 6 or 7. Non-base autos is basically not going to happen. You have a 5% chance of that. You're going to have to open a case to get that, basically. You're going to get 2 in a case. Hobby tins, kind of the same thing. You know you're going to get the 1, and you have a 40% chance of that 1 being a non-base auto, which is pretty cool, actually. About the same as what you're seeing over on the hobby side. If you can find those tins for cheaper and you're going to have them personally and you want to collect the tins, or you have a way of dispersing those, at a $60 range, they're not there yet. They might get there. That would be a pretty good buy because it would basically be getting the same amount of autos, the tins, and the tins as you would get in a hobby box. So what about the cost per hit? We're just going to pull all these up at once. The hobby box, there you can see they're pretty good, but again, these are lower quality. They're not, they're foil cards at best, with the base parallels. When you start looking at some of the autos and whatnot, you will get them on chrome stock. But in general, it's more of a foil product, and you can see that throughout how it all works out. Also, the cost per auto for the blaster means that you're not going after autos through it. There are those single foil autos that you can find in those, but they're going to be really tough hits, and it's going to cost you quite a bit to just go searching for them. Singles might be the way to go if anybody pulls the one you're looking for, truthfully. All right, let's look at the summary. What does all this mean? Basically, a hobby box is producing, like I said, about 5.5 hits, 10's almost 4, a little over 5.5, and Blaster's the 1. So it all boils down to, what do you want? The price point's going to dictate to what you're going to go after. Are you going to want just your one guaranteed hit? I say guaranteed, one on average hit out of a blaster and only pay probably $25 for them? Or would you stick with a hobby as the production is relatively low and get your 2 on-card autos? Or do you want to shoot at the new hobby 10s? Again, I don't think there's a wrong answer here. It just really depends on what kind of cash you have to spend on this stuff. Realize, again, this is all based on the pack odds. I say that, the internet odds now. How incorrect or correct they are. These are inexpensive in general, always have been, but do have big potential and a decent floor. I'm going to give it a 5.5 out of 10. So thank you guys for watching. If you haven't liked, hit that like button now. Give us a thumbs up. Help us out some. Subscribe if you have not. We do produce these. Try to produce them for any new top sets that come out. Update will be coming out soon. Chrome update, that is. Hit that notification bell so you know when we do produce any more content. And thank you for any support you might give us. We also do breaks. You can check that out. Information is in the description, as well as a Patreon group. So thank you as always. Be kind, be nice to those around you, and peace out.